The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut. Man, how you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour right here on TFNN. I'm your host, Darrell Martin at TFNN, and check us out on Tiger TV live at TFNN.com, on your mobile phone at TFNN.mobi, and, of course, coming to you live stream inside the e-Signal platform. All right, let's check out where we're at right now on the markets. We got the S&P up a little bit, up about 5 points right now, pulling back off the highs of the day. We got the Russell is down a couple points. NASDAQ currently up about 8 points. We got the Dow up 66. Looking on over at gold. Gold is up about $2 right now. We got silver is, let's see, up about it's pretty flat, 0.19%. We got oil right now is up 44 cents, a little over 0.5%. We got natural gas is down about 0.5%. Corn's moving pretty good, down 5 points. That's a 1.5% move. We got soybeans down 8.75, nearly a 1% move. Pound dollar currently up 49 pips. Euro pound down $12. Franc down 19. U.S. yen down 25. Euro yen down 10. You got the Aussie yen up 46. The Aussie dollar up 45. The euro dollar up 18. Bonds and dollar. Bonds slightly up. Dollar index slightly down. Both of those pretty flat on the day. All right, let's do a couple quick reminders for you. We got natural gas. Natural gas is rolling over this weekend. So if you're a natural gas trader, or you maybe trade natural gas over on, let's see here. Let me try to bring this up for you. Right here, if you trade natural gas, go on in here, and if let's say you use Thinkorswim, you can go in and go to Instrument Manager. Click on that link right there. And if you're trading natural gas, of course, wait till the day is over. But, otherwise, you can go in, click on it, and right-click, left-click, and you're all set and ready to go. It'll be closing here in about an hour and a half over on Nadex, but should have rolled over if you're trading the futures anyway, and if you're trading Nadex, you should be rolling over today at the end of the day. Just right-click, left-click after finding it in your list. If you don't have it in your list, just type in NG, left-click to add on the current month, and you'll be all set and ready to go. All right. Now, I'm going in and looking at what else we got. Let me close that down, get that done. And in the meantime, while that's doing its thing, whatever's going on with it, go ahead and open this up, and we'll check out some charts, okay? So on the charts here, going over and looking at the euro-yen, and pulling up something for you. I just got my computer going a little bit slow for me for some reason. There we go. Okay, it's like pick up the pace. There we go. Got to turn off all those little noises coming through. Okay. All right, so looking over at the euro-yen last night in the evening, we got a great short right there on the MVP. The bar did close down. A couple bars later, it broke on below it and got a nice short going on into it. This was a continuation, sort of running in that 0.5 deviation level, though. So basically the move happened, and hopefully, if you're trading it, you caught it, you enjoyed it. We'll go ahead. Let's check out the Aussie dollar as well. And I just want to go through a few of these reviews. We'll also check out some day trading plans and go through those, see where we're at on the day. Being Friday, probably most of those are pretty wrapped up, but we can still check it out. Aussie dollar last night also gave a nice short. Didn't have that down close, which I do like, but did have the down close right before the bar. Went ahead and broke that low. Over here, basically a doji flat. Finally did break it, ran on up. Either way, the MVP close, regardless of the close, was able to be positive on the day. Checking out the pound yen. Again, simple MVP right there. Just went short. And, again, a lot of these evening trades on the currencies have been a pretty big thing I've been watching. I'm not saying they all work out, but, just pulling up a bunch of right here. And, if you can get a, target into those half the monies, they've done really, really well. Going in and checking out oil. So oil had a nice one deviation move today. We'll go into a little more detail on that chart here in a little bit. Cover that day trade plan, but it ran on down to one deviation and popped on back up now to the 0.5. We had gold a little bit in that choppy zone right there, but it still, nevertheless, it's just stayed flat. Hadn't done much of really anything. I actually had a buy right down here, just triggered it and pulled on back up, and then had one earlier. Hadn't quite hit my target on either one of those. Looking on over at the Russell. Russell has really been just in no man's land. Haven't really had a trade yet to fire off on it. Checking out NASDAQ. NASDAQ did have a nice deviation move, and from the downside to the upside. So moving on down and then pulling on way back up here after the down move last night. And, a little choppy, but giving some good, definitely some fantastic profit poppers, no doubt. DAX as well, full of profit poppers, shorts right there. And pretty much going up and hitting about 3/4 of a deviation on the downside there, but lots of nice profit poppers on the way on down. Let's see here, some general headline news for you. Job seekers in France are hitting record highs right now. Wall Street was able to climb up a little bit there on Procter & Gamble and Microsoft going on. They led the tech games. Amazon and Pandora a little bit less than expected. Let's see, pound yen climbing up to 174. Crude giving back a bunch of gains. Saudi oil policy, by the way, they look like they're not looking at any kind of major change. We got U.S. new home sales hitting a 6-year high. But even with that, recovery is still pretty fragile, and dollar index gaining as well on the September new home sales data. So with that, let's go ahead and check out a couple trades. I'll go ahead and get rid of these for us. We don't need all these charts up. And let's dive on in, check out our news. And we'll pull that up for you and dive in. Like I said, we had the new home sales, and we'll look at that report. We'll pull it up on, we'll say, euro dollar, okay? So let me open up the euro dollar, and we'll go into that. Just give me one moment over here. It's like S&P, by the way, is finally breaking down. It took forever for it to get up to that price. I was looking at a sell a little bit higher, and it's finally getting up there. So hopefully it'll just keep on going. Got a couple contracts on right now. Okay, we're going on into the euro dollar. And bringing that on up. Right here. And, okay, so let's focus mainly on just the report from the morning, because that's where our main aim is. And I was looking to go long when it got up here, but it didn't quite actually reach my price. Let me move this over. There we go. And so I was looking at $26.97. We got right up to $26.95. Obviously, I like to break the high of the bar, like any strategy that I do. You always hear me talking about that. Didn't quite get up there, pulled on back. So no trade today on euro dollar. Plenty of them yesterday. But anyways, looking at today, right here specifically, just going into that new home sales report, looking at the 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like I said, we got a little bit of movement on that. I got about 22 pips. The usual move, let me pull that back up. I had it up a second ago and closed it down. Usual move on the new home sales report that comes out is... like it's one of those things you're just waiting for the answer. But okay, here on the 24th. There we go. I got it. 30 pips. All right. So looking for 30 pips on it. Would have got to keep 8 of those pips. All right. So that sort of gives you a summary right there of where that is. So that basically profitable iron condor, and we don't expect to get all of it. If we get some of it, then that's awesome. And like I said, we had Procter & Gamble come out as well this morning, and we had Last night we had AT&T, and so just, lots of earnings coming out. For as far as tomorrow, so let's see, last night was Microsoft and Amazon, So already covered all that for you, so that really covers the major news for today. Next week's news, what do we got? And let's see here. I got a trader sent me the okay. What are your targets on the S&P? So let me pull up the S&P real quick, and then we'll come back. Get ready for the news. Okay, so this morning we were looking at a couple different possibilities, talking to Tommy about them. And, he pointed out a really, I think, important level over here. 1010, we had this we basically had a magnet bar. And with the low of 1939, I didn't have that 1939 target to start with. I went ahead and added it in to my trade plan. Once that magnet bar popped up, I was looking for a short there up at 1955. It went up and hit the 1955. It broke below the low of the bar within a few bars there. We got that, so we're going down south right now. First target right here is going to be 1947. I want to remove all my risk when I hit 1947. If in multiple contracts, that might be a place to take one. That is going to be the settlement level. It's going to have to break through it. And you see the battle that happened right here. If you were watching this morning, man, it was just really toughing it out. But this would be either a take profit level, or it would be a, remove your risk level, or tighten your stop level, any of the above. Anyways, we break through that 1947. We get through that solid. Next target I'm going to go for, it was 1937, right above the 0.5. But due to that high volume magnet bar, I went ahead and also added in a 1939 area to continue to tighten my stops if I hadn't already. And again, this all depends on how many contracts you're in. I got one at 1937, got another one down at 1932. And I got them layered pretty. Usually I don't layer them this deep down, but I even got them down here to 1927 and 1915. I don't think we're hitting that today. But I do think we still could, if we could break the settlement, get down at least to 1939 on the S&P. So far, so good. It just took a while to get there. Basically, the same thing happened last Friday. Called a short, and that was a 20-point one. That was a nice move. And we were able to grab 20 points between the Bull Bear Hour and the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So, all right. So just want to get you caught up on that one in case any of y'all were currently in that trade that I talked about as being my sell target this morning. And let's see here. Going through, looking at the news calendar for next week and what all we got to check out. Let's pull it up and see. All right, we're going to have some, we got a few things going on. Okay, we got Switzerland switching on over to daylight savings time on Saturday. We got Europe switching on over on Saturday. We got Britain switching on over. And then, all right, stay right there. And we got a big thing happening on Sunday that you want to be aware of as well. So stay right there. We'll be back right after this break.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. We're going to call here and got Richard calling in from New York. How you doing, Richard?
Hi, Darrell. I just wonder if you could tell me what alerts do you use on certain price action movements on Forex or any other of the S&P or the Nadex? I mean, do you have a particular platform that you use if there's certain movements that are reached or certain criteria are met? How do you notify yourself, or do you have like an automatic entry or exit that you set up for yourself?
I use the NinjaTrader platform for my trading.
Okay.
Because you can tie into multiple brokers. It does futures. It does Forex. You know, you can tie into, say, FXCM or IB or whoever you use for FX.
Does that give you an automatic alert? Like, for example, if it goes up one deviation or 2 or 3 deviations, will it alert you on its platform or mobile platform to entry or exit, or will it do the automatic trading for you?
It doesn't. I mean, it can do the automatic trading for you if you program it to do it. I don't do that. So I actually just monitor the market, and I have alerts. So yeah, with that indicator I have built into it. Yep.
When you say it will do it on the Nadex, or will it do it on the other platforms?
You mean on NinjaTrader?
Yes.
Yeah. Nadex is just, I use it for order entry. That's about it. I do it on NinjaTrader. It'll make an alert for me. So it'll actually sound off the alert, fire off the alert, and it'll say, hey, this deviation level hit, this target hit. I put my day trading plan in there, all that stuff. So that's pretty much how I do it. If you want, if you want to get more details exactly how I do it, if you want to email me at dmartin@tfnn.com, I'd be glad to give you details on how to, get access to the platform and all that. It's free, which is really cool. The platform's free.
Okay, and how would you hedge yourself on certain binary trades? Like if the market would massively reverse itself for, suppose 30 people from the subway in New York came out with Ebola and the market goes down, 2 or 3 deviations, something strange like that. I mean, how would you hedge yourself if you're, for example, you're long on the market and it massively reverses itself or vice versa?
Most of the hedges that I do on the Nadex, I use Nadex to hedge because you don't want a weekly option to hedge with. You want that short-term option. I don't use the binaries usually. Usually I will use the spreads. The spreads are basically, to put it in the simplest terms, they're like buying a call or put. Right. So except for you don't have a week or a month until expiration, so you're not paying for all that time decay, and your gamma pushes your delta to 1 like really quick. So what I do is I'll go in and I'll buy I'll buy a call to cover a short position, or I'll buy a spread. Or I'll buy a put, or in this case I'll sell a spread in order to cover a long position whenever I'm trading on Nadex. So if I bought the pound dollar, I bought say 100,000 units, a lot there, then I'd go in and I'd sell 10 spreads, and we actually give you all the ratios inside the scanner as well. And one of the things that I do, it sort of makes it pretty easy to do. Let me see here if I can open this. I don't know. I don't know if you're watching on Tiger TV right now, but if you are, then I can show you actually inside the scanner itself.
Is on the SPX, or which that's a pound dollar?
Just say pound dollar, yeah. So just say I'm pound dollar, inside the scanner. If you have that up and selected, I'll put like a 0.5 minimum risk reward ratio and then choose my direction. So let's say I was long pound dollar. I'm just totally making up a direction at the moment, okay?
Okay, how would you hedge that?
Then what I do is I would sell a spread against it, okay?
Okay, on Nadex.
On Nadex, And basically, let's say the pound dollar is trading, where are we at right now? Okay, so we're at about 60, 90, somewhere around there, right? Give or take a few.
Right.
And so I can see right here immediately that I could have about 7 to 10 tick, that I have to, cost that I have to make back up on the trade. And I'd be risking like 7 ticks. So if I want to go long the pound dollar right now, and I wanted to have a hedge that would cover me into the end of the hour, actually that'd be a perfect one. What I would do right now is I would sell the pound dollar 59.40, 60.90 spread there, and basically, I'd give about 10 ticks of my profit, as pound dollar rises to pay for that, just like you pay for any insurance. But it would actually hedge me all the way down to 59.40. Now, when I say hedge, I mean it's gonna if I sold it at 60.80 right now, and let's see the pound dollar, you just stare at there. When we come back, I'll walk you through it. Okay.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization deviation capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at Nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, we're going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I got Richard on the line from New York. You still there, Richard?
Yes, absolutely, Darrell. If I could go more detail in terms of your mobile alerts or your alerts on your anchor bars, can you actually set up alerts for a wider variety, like a John Carter, if they meet certain oscillators or crossovers on like the pound dollar, as we were discussing, if it meets a certain crossover criteria? I mean, do you have a huge variety of different alerts that you could set up? Or is it limited to only deviations?
Oh, I have alerts that will drive you crazy. So there's a lot of alerts. Volume alerts, expected range alerts, deviation alerts, So yeah, if you email me that, I'll get you more information on that. But to focus directly on just the hedge strategy, to help you out on that. So let's say, for instance, you were wanting to buy the pound dollar right now. Okay, the pound dollar is quoting currently over at 60.84. Okay?
Right.
Well, I could go in and I could sell this spread right here. It's the 59.40 to 60.90 spread. So let's actually just draw a little box real quick on the screen. So 59.40 to, what did I say there? 60.90. Okay, so I'll go draw this over here. So 60.90 right up, just right above where the market's at, all the way down here to 59.40. It'll take us till 3 o'clock. Okay?
Okay. Can you set up an entry, like if it meets the particular criteria or deviation, it'll enter the platform for you, or enter the trade for you?
Yeah, you can enter, limit orders and everything else. Yeah.
For Nadex, if it meets the criteria from Renko bars, you can enter on Nadex.
You're gonna have to enter the order. Ninja isn't gonna enter an order on Nadex for you. You'll have to manually enter your order on Nadex.
Okay, can you do that on?
But you can put it in advance. Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you do it on a mobile platform, or does it have to be?
Yep. Yeah, they have a Windows phone, they have an Android phone, and they have an iPhone.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, you can definitely, you get an alert, whatever, you can go over there and pop the trade on. So, like, for instance, let's say you're going long pound dollar right here, and you're looking at shorting this. So the first thing you want to understand is you're selling it at 60.81, okay?
Okay.
So if I was selling that spread at 60.81 and the market's at 60.85, my risk on the trade is the difference between the two, okay? So if I sold this at 60.81 and I bought pound dollar at 60.85, I'd have literally a 4-tick risk on the trade, okay? This is why this is my favorite strategy. And I would have a stop of 140 ticks. Okay,
you have a stop on Nadex or stop on the futures?
Basically on the Forex. So, because basically every tick that goes down, okay, Nadex is making me from where I sold it. So if I sold it at 60.80 there, it's making me tick for tick, at least as of expiration, it's making me tick for tick what I'm losing in my Forex account.
Okay, help me. You have simultaneous trades. You have one on the Forex and one on Nadex.
Right. You have to have a hedge to trade. So yeah, that's you'd have to have two different trades to do a hedge.
Okay, of course.
Exactly. So yeah, you're 100% right. So exactly, you have one trade on your. Now this is really important. I think it's really good you brought that up because on the Forex, the spot Forex, that's in your Forex account.
Okay.
Completely separate from Nadex, wherever you trade that. Okay.
Okay.
Nadex is in its own account, so you would have to have the money in your Forex account to have the drawdown. Even though it's like if you were down $500 short in your checking account, but you're up $5,000 in your savings, you still have a deficiency, right? Even though you net still have a positive balance. So you just have to make sure you have that money for that drawdown. You don't have to take the whole. You can get out if it goes down 50 pips against you, but literally it could drop 140 pips. You'd make 140 pips on Nadex. You'd lose 145 or whatever on Forex. You'd be down 5 pips net total in your account. Now, when it goes up, you have to make back that $10 of risk on that spread above the ceiling. So it's basically you're going to give up about the first, in this case, 15 pips of the trade, and then after that, you're in, then it's just pure profit from there because the spread stops losing money. Just like a put stops losing money when you buy it.
Okay, could you do the same thing with binaries opposing to spreads? Because Forex sometimes on your stop, sometimes you're not. If there's a drastic change, you're not going to get hit on your stop. For example, if the advantage of going with Nadex, your trade is your stop. Could I go long a binary and hedge it with a spread, or vice versa? Which makes sense? Is that possible?
Well, the thing on the spreads is, they're going to cover you actually better, okay? Because they're going to cover you tick for tick. A binary, the only way you're going to be able to hedge it is you're going to have to do an out-of-the-money binary, okay?
Right.
Low risk binary. And if it dropped, let's say you chose a 30-tick out-of-the-money binary. Let's say FX drops down 25 ticks and expires there.
Okay.
Then you lose 25 ticks on FX, and you lose whatever money you put into the binary contract. Whereas you would have covered 20 ticks of that 25-tick loss, you would have got back on the spread. The spreads are a much better hedge. So the binaries are a great hedge if it goes down and expires and stays under. But if it goes down and doesn't quite get to your binary or stay under that, what if it goes down and you're okay, I'm good if this thing stays in the money, but then it pulls just back above your binary contract, then you could basically make nothing on your hedge.
Well, is it possible to go long or short on a spread and hedge it with the at-the-money binary or vice versa?
You could, but what if the market moves down one tick on your at-the-money binary, you lose $50 and you make one tick on your spread?
Right, of course, yes, makes sense.
So that's why it's very, I mean, you can hedge it, and as long as it moves down $50, then you'll be okay, but a spread's only going to make a tick per.
Right.
Now, you could do a $50 binary, but then you're giving up $50 worth of profit potential on a trade. If that was a hedge per se, like if you went the other way, now your spread would have to make $50 if the binary loses $50 or whatever. So, I mean, it's not that I don't use binaries occasionally. It's just it's one of those like very specific reasons. Like, let's say I get in a trade and my stop is at a certain level. Okay, like I'm comfortable with losing $200 on the trade or whatever. Okay.
Let me define what your stop is. Your stop is on Forex, or your stop is on a spread on Nadex.
Like if I'm trading Forex or futures, or even a spread, okay? So, like if I got it on an entry and I had a stop loss, then I may go, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put a binary up there, and if it does go up and hit my stop, then I'll probably close the binary and cover some of my risk, if I can get it really cheap. But what you're going to find out when you dive in, it's not going to be as clean cut as you think it's going to be for trying to hedge with binaries. Like you're trading delta on binaries. I mean, they're really not the best hedging instrument. There are times when it comes into play, but it's a lot trickier to do that. It's very easy to hedge with the spread.
Okay, but what if you vary the time intervals? Like, for example, if you're going long on a spread with an hour expiration, but you hedge it with the end of the day or 2 or 3 hour out binary, or vice versa. Like, for example, if you look at the Aussie Japan, I mean, there's huge moves today. I mean, right. I guess number one, how would you account for that move? What causes that type of move, and how would you?
You're all over the place. You got to help me focus. Which question do you want to ask?
Basically, I'm looking where the markets are moving, and I mean, I'm not interested in stagnant markets necessarily, but I'm trying to do entry, either long or short positions, and hedge it on Nadex exclusively because I really don't trust the Forex markets in terms of getting accurate or liquid stop outs.
Right. Right. So you're going to want to use spreads. I mean, that really is it. If you start, like you're talking about staggering binaries with spreads, well, maybe the binary would have been a great one if it would expire at the same time your spread did, but it expires 2 hours later. Therefore, it hasn't made the full profit potential, and then it expires out of the money and you lose on both. I mean, I'm just telling, like, you can try it, but I mean, I've dived into 100 different ways to combine these things, and binaries are a lot harder to hedge with. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just going to say,
well, can they do like a simultaneous long and short binary and then hedge it with a spread on scattered time differentials? I mean, is that a
if you did a long and short binary, let's say you're doing a strangle, you put $25 off on each side. If it goes above or below and expires above or below one of them, you'll make $50 to cover your $50 risk on top of that, so you'll net a $50 profit. Whether or not that'll be enough if it expires in the center on your spread, your spread, maybe if it moves down a little bit, then maybe that covered it. If it moves up, then great. What if it moves up just enough that both of, moves up 40 pips, but that wasn't enough to get above the binary above you or below the binary below you, and so now you've lost on, you made $40 on one, but you lost $50 on another. Or if it moved down 40 pips, you lost $40 on the spread because you had, say, 50 pips, 50 pips down on your strangle, then you could actually end up losing 40 ticks on your spread, and you could end up losing $50 on your binaries because it's both binaries expired out of the money and the spread went the wrong direction.
Okay, absolutely. Do you have a YouTube or any type of previous videos where you list your top 10 strategies?
Really, I do it here on the air. Probably the best place for you to go, I do have a bunch of stuff up on Nadex's site. Okay. So if you go to their YouTube channel, there's an application and strategy section. I go through a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Okay. Now, going back to the Aussie Japanese yen, how would you account for that huge move that you see on that last 24 hours?
Let me see here. U.S. yen.
Aussie Japanese. Aussie dollar Japanese.
Oh, I don't even watch it. I'm sorry. I don't even trade it because you can't trade Aussie yen on Nadex right now. They have it blocked.
Okay.
I mean, I can look it up, but I'm just going to be, I haven't really done any analysis on it. Sorry.
Okay.
I can only follow so many.
Okay, there's no synthetic combination that can be arranged for that?
You can synthetically combine it. You can buy Aussie dollar and you can buy dollar-yen spreads, and you can trade Aussie yen. Yeah. But, I mean, it wasn't a massive move. I mean, you're talking less than a deviation today. Yesterday you're talking a deviation down move. So, I mean, it's completely within standard expectations of moving on Aussie yen, a one deviation move.
Okay. I appreciate your help, Darrell. Thank you so much.
You bet. Great questions. And email me any other questions you got, because I'd like to, make sure you get links on whatever you need, okay?
Okay, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, you bet. Thanks. Bye. Cool. Hey, well, again, thank you so much, Richard, for calling in. And let's check out what else we got going on. Okay, let's just get some feedback. We're good to go. All right, next week, I want to make sure you're ready for the upcoming news next week. Like I said, we already talked about daylight savings time. Euro has bank stress tests coming out over the weekend. Be very leery of that. Make sure you're, careful if you're one holding positions. Okay, that's going to come out before the markets open for you to be able to do anything about it. Let's see, we'll have some German retail sales coming out at 2 a.m. on Monday to be aware of. Various Euro reports at 5 a.m. The pound's going to have their CBI realized sales reports come out. Earnings releases, Merck is coming out on Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. That'll be in the Dow, affecting the Dow. So if you're a Dow trader, be a Diamond trader or a Nadex trader trading the Wall Street 30, then just be aware that's coming on up. We're going to have U.S. pending home sales being released, and that'll be released from at 10 o'clock. We'll be looking at a 9 a.m. entry to an 11 a.m. expiration for a $30 minimum profit. We're doing an iron condor. We're buying a lower spread, selling an upper spread, just collecting premium, letting paint dry. And these have worked out really well overall. We had a couple weeks that it was a little bit tough with that crazy, insane volatility. But things pretty much normal right now, getting one deviation moves again. And so should be solid there. Also, that night we're going to have yen retail sales coming on up. That will get you covered. Other important earnings coming out next week. We're going to have Pfizer. We'll be having Gilead, and Facebook will be coming out on Tuesday. Those will be coming out on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Visa is going to be coming on out. And on Friday, we're going to have Chevron and Exxon. All right, let's do some quick market wraps here. We'll get on over at, we already covered the S&P. That one's sort of pulling back up right now, so I'm glad we're at break even. Hopefully it'll move on back down. But went on back down there. Let's go ahead and check out where we're at on a few other markets. We got, let's check out, let's see, gold was just kept moving up and bouncing right off that buy entry level that we had. And looks like it did move on up, but just not quite to our take profit goal. Goal was at 1236. And looking at a buy right there of 1230 with a stop down at 1225. So, I guess it's still going if you're trading Globex, but, I'm done with the trade. Went up a little bit, made a point or two. Not too much to say there on gold, just really pretty much a choppy day. Hopping on over on oil. Oil had some nice shorts going on this morning. Looking at this. And let's see, we had an entry there. Actually fired off early in the morning. Went ahead and got a short right there on the European session open. Ran on down all morning long. Had some nice apex short entries as well. Went on down, targeted 80.65 right there down to the one deviation level. We hit that take profit there. Quickly turned around, bounced on back up. And that was pretty much the trade on oil for the day. So, but was it a good trade? Yeah, it was a fantastic trade. It was, what is that? That is 95 pips. It's a $950 trade. All right, we'll cover a few other markets before we wrap up here. Stay tuned.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And, okay, so going through, looking at a few different markets. We got ES. We talked about that move to break even. I was like, hey, we're right there, very close to settlement, right there by that target. Let's make sure let's move that to break even. Some of you may have taken profits. I wish I would have, not right now, but it's moving on back up and might just get knocked out of the trade, and that's okay. So, hopping on over and looking on at, what else do we got? I said the Russell was pretty choppy. I don't think I had anything on that. Go pull it on up. Sort of got stuck in no man's land over here. So I'm looking at the Russell. Yeah, none of my entries. I had an entry on a breakout above the market, and we didn't get that. I had an entry to sell on a breakout below the market, but it really just stayed right in between that no man's zone. I'm really not that upset about that because it hasn't done much of anything today. But like I said, we already covered gold. I guess I'll pull it up one more time. We'll just run through the 8 markets that I'm covering right now. So we got gold right there. Popped on back up off that entry. It actually did it last night as well. Came down really close. Came up off, but didn't quite hit it. It did hit it. Let's see here. Right there. And then popped up. We got, like I said, just a couple points right there before the market closed. Still a couple $100, right? Looking on an oil, covered that one, but just to make sure, like I said, I go through all of them. I got ESTF, and we got that entry, went ahead and ran on short, came on down. Target was 80.65. So right there on that one, tightened stops or took profit. And looks like that was a good decision, just oscillating ever since then. Hopping on in, looking at, let's check out our FX pairs. We'll start off with, let's say, pound dollar. Pound dollar over here. Opening it on up, and let me see. Back it on up a little bit. There we go. Get rid of that little hedge box there from the example. Get that out of the way. All right, so early this morning, it really did a nice thing right there. Went up there, hit the entry, broke out, went long, moved up, actually oscillated around quite a bit before, finally going up and hitting the target there, the first target. It did hit right this morning at 10 o'clock, and then I had an entry to go short. Even though we did hit the level, we never broke the low to actually take the short. So haven't got a short yet. So I have a pending short there at 61.06, 60.65. Obviously, with an hour left in the pits, probably not a good idea to do much of anything left on Forex. But nice trade right there on the pound dollar. Able to go in and grab, what is that, 32 pips? So not too shabby. And let's see here, U.S. yen. Let's see how U.S. yen did. And we'll finalize that one up. So on U.S. yen, that one this morning went up, did not break out of the low of the bar soon enough, just oscillated before finally breaking down. Finally, it came back up here. I mean, the high of the bar. So we didn't break out the high of the bar. We had a long, and I was looking for a long right here. Did not break out of it at all. Broke up again. Did not break out of it again. Broke up again, did not break out of that one. Broke it again, did not break out of that one. So that's why I love those breakouts, right? Not just buying on every little tick. If you would have got against this first one, you could have taken a profit. But you see how that saved us really on those breakouts. Not quite happening. Really just called the wrong direction. Should have flipped everything upside down on that one. But nevertheless, just really no trade on the day. Hopping on over, looking at, let's see, we got U.S. yen. Let's check out the Aussie dollar. And wrap that one up. Aussie dollar. Looking in for a short. Came in, got a short, went down, just hit the take profit. Bounced back up and pretty flat. So, one simple trade, but, grabbed about 15 ticks on that one. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you Monday on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.